So what I've done now is I've rendered out another preview render and loaded into the frame buffer here, which makes really easy to the RAM player, so that it'll play back in real time. We can see some of the things that we've changed. I increased the amount of bounce in the belly quite high. I think I've got it up at 1700 now. So you could see it, just see what it's doing. So you can see the amount of jiggle that's going on. Again, any amount of these can be added, but like I say, be very careful of the fact that speed is a big issue when trying to animate with them on. I haven't corrected the left knee or elbow yet, but something you should make note of is the correction that we did on the right elbow and how it really isn't working. Remember I said if you have one morph on something that rotates this much, often in the 50% position it's not going to look quite right, and you can see that it's already starting to mash in the bicep to make room for the forearm. Problem is that it isn't getting there yet. So really those elbows need to have an intermediary morph target on them for the 50% rotation position, so that you don't have this look where it's being pushed in yet the two haven't even collided yet. RAM Player is great, by the way, for being able to test this kind of stuff. You can load in an A and B track the way I did last time and actually scrub between the two. Holding down your right mouse button and scrubbing back and forth on it, you actually get ability to be able to scrub through it and see true frame counts and see it in real time, hitting play. You can even play it backwards. What's also nice is you can even change your frame rate or type whatever frame rate you want in, and it's great for if you're looking at an animation, you're wondering should the whole thing be a little bit slower or a little bit faster. You can actually just check the frame rate that you are interested in, and you know, see if it actually helps your animation or something. Often I find with students is that making it faster is usually the key. It's very rare that things need to go slower in student animation. Everything's usually very slow. So anyways, you can change it up on the fly while it's playing and it'll just adjust for itself. Okay, so let's take a look at actually being able to turn off all of the spring controllers in a scene. This is going to be a pretty rudimentary script for this intermediate level. It's not going to have a whole lot of error checking, however it won't cause any errors. It could miss some spring controllers though. That's I'm not going to get into having to search down all of the possible list controllers you could have on an object, and writing recursive scripts to find all the spring controllers. Just going to go new script here. I'm going to also open the Mac script listener, which will feed back the information to us. I'll just clear it. Let's first find out how we get a hold of this spring controller, how we actually find it on the object. Our script is going to assume we have a list controller, a position list, and that we have controllers in it. It isn't going to assume that the spring is going to be the second one. It's just going to look for the spring controller. So with that selected, let's actually see if we can find the spring controller first off. So $, and let me just increase the font size here. $, will return to us this currently selected object. So if I highlight that and press Shift Enter, it'll return back to us the point helper we currently have selected. .position, or POS, will return back the position of the object. .controller after that, and Shift Enter, will return back the actual controller on the position of the object, which is the position list. Now you can then look by iteration of controller. The first one is the position XYZ. Second one is the spring. Third is available.